Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. We're going to do something a little different today. I have got this hand-painted, it's called hand-painted epoxy resin. It's a 2-to-1 by weight, so I got to weigh it. And it's a thick resin, so you could actually do drips and stuff with it. I have not even tried it yet, so this is what's in the box. You get a bunch of gloves. You get some scissors. Let's see. Oh, some piping bags. Well, that's cool. A bunch of different micers. Let's see what we got for colors here. We've got golden, watermelon red, dark purple, bluish green, black, and dark blue. So we definitely will be using those. So we've got some little disposable cups, a couple other little silicone measuring cups. Bunch of sticks, which sticks are always handy. And these ones are a little bit taller than my other ones. And then the manual. So, I do not know how much working time we have. Okay, so it says 30-minute working time. 24-hour curing time, but 3-hour set time. The hardness is an 80D and the normal temperature. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some mixed up. And what I was thinking is my granddaughter loves stained glass, and I have never tried stained glass. But we're going to mix this up. And, excuse me, I am just going to pipe different lines in here. And we're going to let that cure. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to fill it with different color translucent epoxy. And we'll see how it is. And I do have some little handles. So I don't know if I'm going to use the handles or not, because this is the smaller tray. I figured I would try the smaller tray first just to see. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get my resin mixed up, and then I will be back to color it, because I'm thinking I'm gonna color it like a bronze, I think, so it will look like that weld that you kind of get in stained glass. So yeah, so I will be back in just a minute when I get that mixed up. Okay guys, I have got it back, so I'm just going to mix this up just to kind of really get that incorporated. So you can see this is pretty thick. It's like really goopy. So it stays pretty much where you put it, from my understanding. There's very, very few tutorials on this out there, so we will see. And hopefully I mixed this right, because I ended up putting a little bit too much of part B, so I added a little bit more part A, and now I will find out if this is forgiving or not. All right. All right, so let me get a piece of tape. That was a big piece of tape that I didn't need that big. And let me find, I'm just going to use a regular bronze, not the metallic. Although, you know what? Maybe the metallic would be better. Let's try the metallic. What the crap, right? Because I've never mixed the metallics in with the resin. That was on the outside. All right. So let's mix a little bit of this bronze. So I ended up, I think it's close to like 25 milliliters or whatever it is. All right, let's start with this. So this will give it that metally look, I'm hoping. Because from what I understand, with the stained glass, you use soldering to make your lines. Oh, I think that'll be good. All right. And I don't want to dilly-dally too much because we've only got a 10-minute work time before it gets too thick. So let me take a cup and I'm gonna get that in there so I can pour this into here. And I had no idea how much to mix up. I knew I wasn't gonna need a lot, but I want the lines to kind of be a little bit high so that when I pour it, it doesn't like pour over and blend into the other colors. If that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna squeeze all of this down. See, I didn't know it came with bags, so I had a baggie out, sandwich baggie, and I was just gonna use that. And you want to make sure that you get your extra in your hand so that when you're piping, it doesn't get into your way. And where's my wipes? I need a baby wipe because I did get a little drizzle on my tray. Just dry that off. All right, now let's snip the top. All right. Let me put this on this side because if not, I'll stick my arm in it. All right, so I'm just gonna pipe little lines. Oop, and I stuck my finger in it. That's why I hate these gloves, because they're too big. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to make it as tall as I wanted. So I might have to come back and put another layer over it. As I said, I had no idea how much it was gonna take. Ooh, crap on a cracker. That is not what I wanted to do. Let's put that there. All right. Something right there. I will have to get that after. All right, so I'm just trying to squeeze this up. And all right, so I'm just trying to where it's thin, try to get a little bit more. So I kind of want to bring it up to the top. So I'll probably, it says it sets in 3 hours, so I will come back and make the same amount and put a second layer on. How's that sound, guys? Now, I don't know how this works, like if I were to set it on the heat mat, I don't know what it would do. The only thing that I am not sure of is if there should be a line of this like all the way around. I'm thinking yes, and I know I don't have enough with this batch, so I will probably mix up more on the next batch, and we'll put it all the way around the outside. And what I kind of like about this is, you know, like when you're welding, you get like the little bump spots, and you get that in this. All right, I think we have squeezed every little bit that we can out of there, except for what I made a mess with. Oh, so it works pretty good with a stick too. I'm trying to see if I have like some really thin spots. Just try to build that up a little bit. Gotta say, that's one of my ugliest piping attempts. I used to do cake, so I should have done better than that, but then again, this is not frosting, so it's pretty close to the same consistency, though. All right, so I guess I'm gonna leave it because I'm afraid to really make a mess. So we will let that sit for about 3 hours till it sets up, and then we'll come back and we will put another coat on, like another layer, because I want to bring it, you know, right up to the rim, so that when I pour my different colors, they stay in their compartments and not blend, to kind of give that stained glass effect. So yeah, we will be back when it's time for the next step. Bye, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's still sticky, but I think we're going to be able to get this top coat on. So I've mixed up, I thought I had mixed up more, but I don't know. I can't remember what I mixed the first time, so we are just going to go with it. I did put it on the heat mat, and it was fine. So we're golden there. We know we can put it on the heat mat. So once I put this last layer on, we will go ahead and do the same thing. All right. And I'm going to try and get the color the same. And now I'm thinking I grabbed the wrong mica powder. I don't know. Now I got mica powder in here. All right, let me take a Q-tip. And we will try to get this cleaned up. I mean, I can always clean this up before I pour it as well, so. All right, we're gonna wait until it's completely dry because the cotton is sticking. All right, so I'll clean that up before I end up doing the final clear. We'll let it completely clear, and then I will clean that up. So this is looking good. And we will get a cup. And we will get our little piping bag into the cup. I am going to cut some of this bag off this time because I think it's just going to make my life a little easier. All right. So again, this is the hand-painted, what they call hand-painted resin. It's a very thick resin. And you only have a 10-minute work time, so I'm not dilly-dallying at all here. I am going to try to scrape as much as I can possibly get in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around on the same lines that I did. So if I don't have enough, then it is what it is. I can always color the outside edge if I had to. All right, so let's just get this pushed down. And I am going to cut some of this off because I don't need all that extra to just kind of dingle-dangle in my work. All right. Oh, crap. All right. So we're just going to... I'm just going to kind of pipe over what I've already done. Because like I said, I'm trying to build this up high enough that the colors won't seep over. So if I don't get it as high as I want it, that's fine. I'll just bring the resin, the colored resin, to the top of these lines, and then I will just put a clear coat over the top, if that makes sense. God, I don't know if I made enough again. So we definitely won't have enough to go around the outside edge, but that's fine. All right. So I'm just trying to, I want to make sure that each section is like connected. And let me get down at eye level to kind of see. This one could use a little bit more. And so I'm trying to look like, you know, across the piece to see if there are like any really low spots, but it is looking pretty consistent. Ooh. Make sure you get that little part of the bag in your hand because you will make a mess, trust me. I know it looks like crud right now, but hopefully it will hopefully it'll come out all right. I just wanted it, you know, raised up enough where I can get enough color in there to look like stained glass. All right, so I guess that is all we're doing on this step, and I will be back when this is cured enough so that we can start putting our colors in, and we will go from there. And I'll just kind of babysit this a little bit. I mean, if I see any low spots, then I will try to fix them. But yeah. Alrighty, guys, we will see you on the next step. Alrighty, guys, we're back. This is all dry. It's only been a couple hours. I put it on the heat mat on high, and we are ready to go. So I have ran my resin through the debubbler. I made up, let's see, I have like 8 ounces, a little less than 8 ounces. And I'm going to use Sapphire Blue, Tangerine, Scarlet, Yellow, and Mermaid. So I've counted, there's 20 spots. I did clean up where I had got the mica powder on the mold, so I cleaned that up. So I'm just going to, like I said, I don't know how much I'm gonna need. Is that a hair? It is. Get out of there. So I'm just going to divide some of these in some cups, and we will just see what we get. All right, let's see. Use my spatula. That just, it seems this little thing really scrapes pretty good. You can really get a lot of that extra. All right. So hopefully I won't have to make up any more. But if I do, not a big deal. I will. So I have a couple with big spots, and then I have a couple of smaller spots. So I don't know. I'm trying to kind of make them a little bit even, but oh, hang on. There's something in my resin over here. All right, got you out, you little stinker. All right. So I'm just gonna pop some bubbles. So I'm gonna do probably the least of the yellow and the orange. So I'm just gonna, because I want these transparent. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, so we've got the yellow. Let's do the orange. Oh, this one's not even been opened. I know, I will get a pin down here eventually, but these tweezers here, the point's really sharp on them, so it works amazing. Got hair on my finger. All right. So what I should probably do is, I guess, see how far these are gonna, how many spots these are gonna fill, because I might be making up too much. All right, let me start with that. All right, I'm just gonna put a little 91% isopropyl alcohol down, and like I said, I don't want them to run over. I would rather put a clear coat down than have them run over. So All right. So let's put in some of the yellow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna break those down in a little bit smaller amounts. And so this painter's resin is also going to be really good if you needed to make like a dam for something. I think that would work really, really good. All right. So I'm just going to pour some in the other cup, and let's make some blue. And these resins, I don't even know where I got them. I've had them so long. It was probably either Michael's or Amazon. These are G-Life. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let me just wipe this stick. That one I might need some more. Try that. 2 or 3 more squirts. So if this works, I mean, we can make sun catches, all kinds of things. All right, so that's going to be a good blue. Let's see. Do a little one. I'm just trying to get them so that I don't have too many of the same color next to each other, if I can help it. That's going to be a good amount. All right. So let's pour. I'm going to make a little bit more of this color because now we're going into some of the bigger. We'll use the scarlet. Yeah, my resin's getting warm. I've got 2 projects going. I just filmed another one and then moved right on to this one. So I'm hoping that you guys will get some content over the next few days. I was hoping one would be ready to upload tonight, but I don't know. All right, let's start in the middle. I'll do one over here. And we'll do that one. So the little bits that I'm leaving behind, I'm hoping that we can like create a darker color. Sapphire blue. All right, so now we're gonna do, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 5th one, Mermaid. And this is the Ranger inks. This one I know I got at Michael's. And I'm just going to use the same spoon. Well, not spoon, but stirrer. You know what I mean. Yeah, no, you know. All right. And let's see, we'll do this big one. And then we can do this little one. And all right, I'm gonna have to make a little bit more of this. All right. So then I should be able to clear coat over this. Let me, all right, I don't have any, that's yellow, so I can put an orange here. I'm just trying not to put the colors, the same colors next to each other if I can help it. So we might need to, we're gonna make some more of the mermaid color. And I'm gonna try to do this big one, and then that will leave me, I might need to mix up some more. I might have to pick another color. I might do that. All right, so. All right, let me, I wish you guys were here so you could tell me what color to pick. Let's do, I'm gonna do a purple, but there's one, I have to be careful because there's one purple that, it don't stay purple. I don't even know what is wrong with it. But, let's see. All right, let's do this lavender one. And then I can mix whatever's left. together. I think this is going to be really pretty, guys. All right, let me... Oh, we got some... There's a few little bubbles in there. I can get those after, but they will slowly work their way. All right, so... So I could put yellow there, because that's orange and orange. All right, so... Let's see, we'll do purple here. And purple here. Crap. I don't want it to run into my yellow. All right. Oh, this one's overflowing too. All right, let me just try and at least like saturate that so it's not gonna like change the color of whatever. All right, so we'll put yellow in here. That way if it does mix with the orange a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. And I think we have enough, we might have enough yellow for this spot. Oh my God, guys, I think I'm gonna have like kind of guesstimated this right for the amount of resin that I needed. So we have one little tiny spot left. So we'll put orange there. Yay, we didn't get any colors the same next to each other, except for I overfilled again. All right. All right, so that, I just want to double check, make sure I didn't forget any little spots, because you know me, my little pea brain sometimes. All right, so let's just work on getting some of these bubbles to the surface. And then I'm going to move this over on the heat mat. Get it out of there. Get out bubble. That one popped. Come on. Sometimes if you can get them close enough to the surface, then when you go in and spray them again with alcohol, they'll pop. So I want to try to have any visible bubbles that I can see out before I put it on the heat mat. There's a few that are sticking underneath there. Come on. You guys are not being fun. And that's basically from scraping my cup, but come on. You're a big one. You need to get out. There you go. If they're little tiny, tiny ones, it's one thing. And then I will keep coming back down and checking over the course of maybe the next 45 minutes, just to make sure there's no big ones that form on the top. I don't know what that was, but that's out. My granddaughter doesn't know I'm making this for her. So these colors are running a little bit. They're going over, but I think I'm okay with that. They're light enough colors that so I think the next time I try one, I will get like a pretty flowery like photo, just to be able to pipe the design. So that way there, you know, it's not just an abstract like this one. It will have like a picture to it or something like that. Now that I know that it works, I will just definitely make up more of the hand-painted resin at a time so that I can do it all in one step. I'm thinking I probably could have made like another batch right away and put it over it, but I wasn't real sure. So I figured I would err on more of the side of caution and do it in 2 layers. So I've got like little bits, and I think it's just from my alcohol ink because they're so old. All right, so I'm just trying to get some of these big ones. So what I'll do is I'll keep doing this off camera, and I will be back when it's ready to demold. I will top coat it, and then when I come back, we'll demold everything at the same time. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you on demold. Alrighty, guys, we are back. I have top coated this, and it looks like it came out really, really good. So let's get this demolded. So that is that, and this is the top. So overall, this came out really, really cool, guys. I mean, you could use either one as the top. It just totally depends on, you know, which side you like. I like this side better because it looks like those are 3D. I do wish that I would have had enough to go around the outside, but overall that came out spectacular. There are maybe a few little tiny bubbles here and there, but I did manage to get all the big ones out. So yeah, I will get some pictures. So I realized that I did have some extra resin, so I just threw it in this little tiny skull mold. I just mixed everything together, all the colors that I had left. And that came out really cute too. All right. I do have a little trimming to do. Let me get my knife. Let's just move this out of the way. So if there's anything in particular you guys would like to see done, put it in the comments. I do read all the comments. There was some little tiny bubbles right there. That's the only place that I had bubbles. Yeah. So I think he came out really, really cute. So yeah, let me know what you think of this hand-painted resin. And if you got any other ideas that we could use this on, I would totally be up for suggestions. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you to all my new subscribers. We are almost at 450, so thank you so much. And I will see you guys on the next one.